Welcome guys, today is Tuesday, it's May 26th and we are here for a Pilates yoga combo. So we're going to start out with some Pilates to get us all warmed up and really focused on breathing, connection to movement and activating our core, and then we'll take it into some yoga that'll set the tone for the rest of our day. So let's go ahead and start with some relaxation on our backs. Let your arms be restful at your sides, palms facing the sky. Start to breathe deeply in through the nose, expanding our belly, back, and ribcage on the inhale. Exhale out through the mouth. We feel that same area of the body contract and empty. And as we exhale out through the mouth, we're pursing our lips or clenching our teeth a bit so that we're forcing the air out through a smaller space, which in turn works those abdominals even more. While we continue that breathing, let's bring awareness to our arms. We're going to stretch just our arms from our shoulders out through our fingertips. Simply tense the muscles in your arms. Let the arms go soft. We'll do the same with our legs. Stretch your legs from our hips to our heels, tightening all the muscles in those legs. And let the legs go soft. And next, we're going to shift awareness into the belly. I want you to pull down on the back side of your belly button. Hold it there. Hold it as tightly as you can without holding your breath, without tensing the rest of your body. And we'll let that go. Try again, navel to spine. Hold it nice and tight without holding your breath, without tensing your body. And release. Let's try that once more. Navel to spine. Hold it nice and tight without holding your breath. And then we'll let it release. Now let's inhale both arms skyward and exhale behind us. Once they're on the mat, we're going to stretch to our fingers. Push out through our heels and feel ourselves getting longer and taller and more open. And then let everything go soft. From there, we'll inhale the arms back up. And exhale, let's return them to our sides. Next, let's pull the left knee into our chest. We're going to give it a nice close hug. And while it's in there, let's begin to flex and point our foot. And then we're going to roll our ankle around slowly. And then let's reverse. And we'll let the foot rest. And then let's circle the knee. And then let's reverse. And then we can keep the knee tucked in nice and close to the body. And we'll switch legs. So in goes the right leg, out goes the left. Flex and point. Nice ankle roll. And then reverse. Good, and then the foot can rest, and let's circle the knee. And reverse. And then keep the knee tucked in. We'll bring the other knee in at the same time. Give it a nice close hug. And while they're tucked in, we're going to rock a few times from side to side. So massage either side of your spine. And then let's circle the knees round and round. And reverse. From here, let your legs stay in neutral. Tighten the belly. Press through the back of the ribs. We're going to bring nose up towards knees, chin towards chest. And release back down. Try again. Tighten the belly, rounding up, nose to knees, chin to chest. And we're back down. One more time, tighten the belly, rounding up, nose to knees, chin to chest, thumb and index finger, triangle back of the head, elbows nice and wide. Now separate the knees, heels touch toes apart. Again, inhale, push out, exhale back in, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. One more, inhale, exhale. Now as we extend, toes close, heels apart, exhale, heels together, toes apart. So let's inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. One more, inhale, exhale. Now let's bring knees and feet together, scrunch up our toes, press through arches, and then pull back in. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep going, flex your feet. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Two more, inhale, one more, inhale, exhale. Now let's just extend the legs out, toes close, heels apart. We're gonna point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Last two and one. Hold it. Now let's stay in that lifted position, arms at our sides, off the mat, palms up. Inhaling for 5 beats, and then exhaling for 5 beats. Flip the palms down. Inhale. Flip again, palms up. Level 2, modify, bend your knees. Flip. Level 1, you can rest your feet on the mat. Flip. 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 And hold it. From there, tuck the knees in, rest your head down, breathe, and a couple side to side rocks. Very good. All right, from here, let's move into our leg series. So we're going to put our right foot on the floor, left leg extends to the sky, arms at our sides, palms open, face to the sky. Actually, we're not going to do that. Sorry about that. We're going to stretch our legs out straight, and we're going to do some roll-ups. So we're going to let the arms stretch back, push out through our heels. Just start with a stretch. Good, and then relax a little bit, and let's bend the knees, feet on the floor. So we're going to start with our knees bent. The goal is to roll ourselves up as far as we can using the abdominals and not the hip flexors. So come up only as far as you can without cheating. Inhale, arms up, shoulders drop back, exhale, belly pulls us up. Inhale, big reach. Exhale, we come back down. Inhale, arms up, shoulders drop back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck and roll down. Inhale, arms up, shoulders drop back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck and roll down. Inhale, arms up, shoulders drop back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck and roll down. Inhale, arms up, shoulders drop back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck and roll down. Now if you're confident that you're not engaging those hip flexors, try stretching the legs straight. Inhale, arms up, shoulders drop back. Exhale, belly pulls us up. Stretch as far as we can. Inhale, exhale, tuck and roll down. Inhale, arms up, shoulders drop back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck and roll down. Again, inhale, arms up, shoulders drop back. Exhale, belly pulls us up. Stretch as far as we can. Inhale, exhale, tuck and roll down. Let's try 2 more. Inhale, arms up, shoulders drop back. Exhale, belly pulls us up. Stretch as far as we can. Inhale, exhale, tuck and roll down. How about 1 more? Inhale, arms up, shoulders drop back. Exhale, belly pulls us up. Stretch as far as we can. Inhale, exhale, tuck and roll down. Once we're down, nice stretch again. All right, next we're going to bring the knees back in towards the chest. Tighten the belly, press through the back of the ribs. Let's return to our C shape. And then let your arms rest at your sides off the mat. Palms up, and then elbows bend so our fingertips touch our shoulders. So we're going to inhale, push arms and legs out straight. Open, close just your legs. Exhale, bend the knees, and then the elbows. Inhale, push. Open, close. Exhale, knees, elbows. Inhale, push. Open, close. Exhale, knees, elbows. Inhale, push. Open, close. Exhale, knees, elbows. Inhale, push. Open, close. Exhale, knees. 2 more. Inhale, push. Open, close. Exhale, knees. 1 more. Inhale, push. Open, close, exhale, knees, elbows. Now we can rest the head back down. Nice hook. And now we're ready for our leg series. So let's stretch our left leg nice and straight. Want the toes on the ceiling directly above our face. Meanwhile, right knee bent, foot on the mat, level 1, or pushed out straight for level 2. Left leg crosses right, circles out and up. So you make your circles about the size of a large beach ball. Really stabilizing the pelvis. Last 2, and 1. Now let's go the other way, out and around, in and up. Last 2, and 1. Let's hold the leg up, other leg joins it, toes close, heels apart. Get an inhale, lower about halfway, exhale, sweep the right legs around, they come together. Inhale down, exhale around. Last 2, and 1 more. Hold up, now we'll switch. Set that left foot down, knee bent, level 1, or left leg goes straight. Meanwhile, right leg directly above us, circle around and come up. Last 2, and 1. Other way, out and around, in and up. Last 2, and 1. Leg remains up. Now other leg joins it. Toes close, heels apart. So we're going to inhale, sweep the legs around, they come together. Exhale, pull up. Inhale around. Exhale, pull. So we want to make sure we're not feeling any of this in lower back. Last 2, and 1 more. Hold up. Good, now both legs circle around to the left and come up, and then go right around and up. So let's make these circles about the size of a basketball. Last set, last circle, and hold up. Good, now tuck the knees in, give yourself a nice big hug, and on the exhale, let's roll up. So our first seated exercise will be spine stretch. So for spine stretch, we're gonna sit really, really tall and straight, and if it's hard for you to keep your legs and your back straight, that just means that your hamstrings are tight, which pulls on that low back. So feel free to sit on a pillow or another mat that you've got rolled up to lift those hips a little bit, or even a yoga block. Meanwhile, we're going to keep legs apart, no wider than hips. We're going to flex our feet, arms extend out in front. We've got palms facing up. We want to keep our armpits directly over our hips the whole time. So we inhale in preparation. On the exhale, we're scooping the belly and rounding that spine, dropping chin to chest, pushing out through fingers and feet. But notice, armpits still over hips. Inhale back up, lower, middle, upper spine, head. Try again, exhale, scooping in. Inhale, rising up, lower, middle, upper spine, head. Exhale. Inhale, rise, lower, middle, upper spine, and head. Again, exhale. Inhale, rise, lower, middle, upper spine, head. Exhale. Inhale, rise, lower, middle, upper spine, head. Let's try one more. Exhale, scooping in. Inhale, rising up, lower, middle, upper spine, and head. From there, let the arms come down. Couple shoulder rolls back front. Remove that elevation if you're using it. We'll bring our legs together. And then let's bend our knees and bring our thighs as close to our ribs as we can. From here, we're going to find our balance on our tailbone. Relax our shoulders. Think about bringing your chin towards your chest, tucking your nose between your knees. This would be level 1. Level 2 is the same, but you can bring your hands across your shins. So we're only using the belly to pull us back and to bring us back up again. Want to make sure that we're using that belly to pull back and to pull up. In other words, we're not throwing ourselves back with our shoulders or our head. And we're not using our legs to pull us back up by kicking the feet or empowering those legs. Want to make sure when we roll back, we don't roll onto the neck. And if you maintain that C shape, you've got your chin tucked down so you can't really roll onto your neck. So I'll try 2 more. Once we've completed our final roll, let's keep the left knee and stretch the right leg out and come back into our C shape. We're going to put right hand atop left knee, left hand atop left ankle, elbows open. We're going to alternate. 4, 3, 2, 1, stay. Switch, stay. Switch, stay. One more. Switch, stay. Now it's both knees in. Hands could rest on your ankles, your shins, or the tops of your feet. On the inhale, arms and legs stretch. Exhale, sweep the arms around, knees tuck in. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, fold. And notice upper body remains lifted in that C shape. Last 2. And one more. Hold up. Good. Now let's extend left leg straight. Hands as close to your ankle as you could reach. Right leg is also straight. Now left leg's going to draw towards the face while the right leg pulls away, and then we're going to switch. Last 2 and 1. Both legs together, toes touch heels apart, thumb and index finger triangle, lightly back behind the head. That would be level 2. Level 1, you can do that triangle under your butt. That's going to give you a little extra help with your lower back and your belly. So going to inhale, lower, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, pop up without lifting the butt. Inhale down. Last 2. And one more. Hold up. Very good from there. Let's all bend the knees. Hands behind the head in that little triangle, elbows wide. Left knee and right leg out, and start by just alternating in the legs. Notice there's no movement in our hips. So we've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay. Now lift a little higher. Opposite armpit to knee, and then we switch. Lift, twist, 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 lift, twist. So we've got 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and hold. Switch, hold. Switch, hold. One more. Switch, hold. Both knees in. Rest your head down and breathe. Good. Now let's rest the feet down, knees bent, arms wide. We're going to drop both of our knees to the left and look right. Come on up. We'll drop our knees to the right and look left. And then we're back up, and let's stretch arms and legs out nice and straight. Push out through those heels, reach out through those fingertips. Good, and then relax. We'll bring knees back into chest. As we exhale, let's roll up. And let's do row number 1. So for row number 1, we're gonna sit nice and tall and straight. Toes touching, heels apart. Make a fist with your hands, and then press your knuckles together so your thumbs point down and your elbows are shoulder lifted. We're gonna inhale, scoop the belly in, pulling back. On the exhale, arms extend, the open wide, fold forward, hook together. Inhale the arms up higher. Exhale, reach to our toes. And we're back up, knuckles together, thumbs point down. So let's inhale, scoop back. Exhale, arms extend, open and fold, hook together. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to our toes. And we're back up. Knuckles together, thumbs pointing down. Inhale, let's scoop back. Exhale, arms extend, open, fold forward. Hook together, inhale, lift up. Exhale to our toes. And we're back up 2 more times. Knuckles together, thumbs point down. Inhale, we scoop. Exhale, arms extend, open and fold, hook together. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to our toes. And we're back up for 1 more. Knuckles together, thumbs pointing down. Inhale, scooping back. Exhale, arms extend, open and fold, hook together. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, reach to our toes. Good, and then from there we're back up. And we're ready to do another movement where we pull thighs close to the body. But this time, we're gonna keep our head held high, our shoulders dropped open, our belly button tight, balancing on the tailbone, but keeping the back super straight. So we're not gonna round it like we did in rolling like a ball. From there, start to extend your legs, go wherever you can without rounding out your back. And then let's rebend. Let's try again, extending. And we bend. Let's try 1 more. Good, once we're there, we're gonna add some arms and lower lift. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Stay up, circle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Reverse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold it, and we'll slowly open down, down to the ground. Once we're down, flex your feet, reach out through your fingers, breathe. Very nice. All right, so let's keep one leg straight. We'll bend one knee, place the foot on the mat, and then just roll onto your side, but keep rolling until we end up all the way over onto the belly. Once there, let's stretch our arms and our legs nice and straight. Try to reach a little bit farther with your left arm and your right leg, and then we'll lift. Just lower that down and switch. Right arm, left leg, extend and lift. Lower down, let's try both arms and legs together. Extend first, and then we lift. Good, and then come back down. Now let's place hands close to the shoulders. Tuck your elbows in towards your body. Press through the tops of the feet and the hip bones. Pull out through the top of your head and start to lengthen that spine as we rise up. And then exhale as we go down, let the elbows open. Tuck them back in, press through tops of feet, hip bones, lengthen spine. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, elbows open, and we're down. Once more, elbows tuck in, inhale, lengthen, rise. But this time, we're gonna push all the way back. So knees apart, toes together. You're gonna push that tailbone towards your heels. Let your chest drop through your knees, forehead to the mat, extend the arms. So I can't get my tailbone all the way back to my heels yet because I'm still rehabbing my knee. So you go as far as you can. Let's come back onto all fours. Got shoulders over wrists. We've got hips over knees, tops of the feet on the floor. Now we've got a straight line from our tailbone to the top of our head. So let's sink our navel, lift our tailbone, lift our head, open heart, cow. Exhale, round out cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, round cat. Once more, inhale, cow. And exhale, round cat. And then we're back to neutral. And let's extend through the heel of our right foot. Add the left arm forward, palm to the sky. Exhale, lower, and we'll switch. Left leg extend, push out through the heel, right arm forward, palm to the sky. Exhale, lower, and switch again. Extend and reach. Exhale, lower, switch, extend and reach. Good, and then back to all fours. Once again, sink navel, lift tailbone, lift head, open heart, cow. Exhale, round out, cat. Once more, inhale, cow. And exhale, round for cat. And then we're back to neutral spine. Once we're back to our neutral spine, let's take that right foot, step it forward. We're going to place it between our hands, and we're going to press through that top of our left foot. Lift up our body. Let's S arms to the sky, and we've got crescent moon. Then we're going to exhale, fold forward, hands come to the mat. Let's tuck those left toes under. We're going to lift the left knee, and that's going to bring us into a runner's lunge. So in runner's lunge, we want a straight line running from that back heel right out through the top of our head. We want to make sure that our front knee is staying over the ankle without pushing past our toes. Now let's step that foot back, and that's going to bring us into plank. From plank, we're going to push tailbone towards the sky, let the head drop through extended arms, and I want you to feel your bottom two ribs pulling closer to your thighs, your head dangling freely between your arms, and the back of your shoulder blades reaching towards your gluteals. And then let's start to walk our dog a few times. So we lift and lower each heel individually. And then let's press both heels down. Move ourselves back into plank. And we'll press back up into down dog. From there, let's return to all fours. Let's sink our navel, lift our tailbone, lift our head, open heart, cow. And then exhale, round out for cat. And then again, we're back to neutral. And this time, let's step the left foot forward between the hands. Want to keep the left knee over the ankle. Press down through the top of the right foot. Reach to the sky. Crescent moon. Exhale, fold forward, hands on the mat. Tuck the right toes under, lift the right knee. Left knee remains over the ankle. We've got that straight line from right heel out through top of the head, runner's lunge. And then from there, let's step back with our left foot, returning us to plank. And then again, we're back up into downward facing dog. Walking the dog a few more times. Pressing the heels down, let's nod the head yes. And then we'll shake it no. Good, and then let's inhale again into plank. And exhale, down dog. Once again, inhale into plank. And exhale, down dog. From there, we're going to step right foot forward, left foot forward. Let's keep toes close, heels apart. And we're going to slowly roll all the way up. Once we're all the way up, reach to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Again, inhale to the sky. And exhale to the heart. This time, inhale to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Let's inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back into plank. Exhale, we're going to lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise for cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, and we're back up into down dog. Inhale again into our plank. And exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward. Toes close, heels apart. Let's inhale, roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Again, inhale to the sky. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back into plank. Exhale as we lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's inhale again into plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward. Toes close, heels apart. Inhale, let's roll the body up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Again, inhale, extend. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back into plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, rise into cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. And exhale, down dog. Now let's step the right foot through the hands into runner's lunge. Once we've made it into our lunge, we're going to push the left heel down, turn our left toes out, align our right heel with the back of our left heel, start lifting up our body. Once we're upright, we want to make sure our hip bones are facing forward, shoulders are squared out over the hips, and then we can add our arms, giving us warrior one. And we'll open the arms nice and wide, stay long in the waist, hinge forward, bringing us into our airplane warrior. Exhale, hands to the mat. Return to the ball of that left foot, step left foot forward. So we've got toes close, heels apart. And then we're going to inhale, slowly roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Again, inhale to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back into plank. Exhale, let's lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. And exhale, down dog. Now it's left foot forward, stepping through the hands. Once there, left knee stays over ankle, push the right heel down, turn the right toes out, align left heel with right heel, and we'll lift up our body. So again, once we're upright, we're checking our hip bones facing forward, our shoulders square. We add our arms, warrior one. And then let's open the arms wide, stay long in the waist, hinge forward, bringing rib cage close to that front thigh. We've got airplane warrior. Exhale, hands to the mat, return to the ball of your right foot, step that foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, let's roll up, reach to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Again, inhale to the sky, exhale, fold forward, inhale, look out, and exhale, sink deeper. Now think about letting your rib cage rest on your thighs, so feel free to bend your knees as much as you need to. Cradle your elbows in the palms of your hands. We'll let our head dangle within that frame. Let's exhale, release fingers to the mat. Take a giant step back with that right foot into lunge. And then once you feel stable, let's try lifting up our body. So that becomes our high lunge. And then if you want, you can add your arms for crescent lunge. And let the arms open wide, and let's start pushing the left heel down, straightening the right leg. And then we're going to revolve. So we end up facing the wide edge of our mat with our feet a little wider than our hips, toes and heels out. Palms open, face to the sky. We've got our 5-pointed star. We're going to inhale, touch the sky, exhale, fold in half, brush the earth. Inhale, back up, creating our sunflower. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising. Exhale, fold. And inhale, rise. This time we're going to exhale, fold, and stay folded. Press down through your palms, push the arms straighter and straighter, look out. And then exhale, let's go ahead and just let the upper body dangle freely. Again, you can soften your knees as much as you need to. And then let's press down through the palms. Inhale, flat back, look out. On the exhale, we'll open one arm at a time, bringing us into airplane. And then we're going to inhale and slowly rise back up. Again, palms facing the sky. We've returned to 5-pointed star. Let's take that left arm, let it lower down. It's going to make a full arm circle up and around. Same with the right, lower it down and around. Big arm circle. Left arm lower, down and around, and big circle. Right arm down and around, and big circle. Now try both arms. Down and around, and open. Down and around, and open. Once more, down and around, and open. And then turn your palms to face forward. Turn your palms to face down. Turn your palms to face behind you. And let's try bringing the backs of our hands close together. Once they're close together, rotate so both of your palms are touching one another. And then let's bend the elbows and try to get the elbows and the forearms to meet. We'll clasp our hands and then press our index fingers together. And try to keep those elbows lifting to shoulder level. And then from there, we're going to inhale, extend towards the sky. And exhale, reopen to our star. Now we're ready to turn those left toes to face the front end of our mat. Align your left heel with your right arch this time. Keep your hip bones facing the long edge of your mat, and then we'll bend that left knee. So again, we want to bring it out over the ankle without pushing past our toes. We look out past that left hand, centering our body weight equally into both feet. You've made it into warrior two. Reach that left arm a little further forward, lift the left, lower the right, push left palm to the sky, and breathe into reverse warrior. Let's come back to warrior two. And then pull that left leg straight without locking, and we're back to our starting position. So now I want you to imagine that you're being pressed between two panes of glass. We're going to start to pull that right hip right. We're going to start reaching that left arm farther and farther away from the right hip. Once we can't go any farther in either direction, we can send left hand low and right hand high. I want to actually feel like we're pressing our right hip a little bit forward, rolling that right shoulder slightly back, opening that triangle. So we're staying very flat, very open. And remember, your left hand can go anywhere it needs to go that's keeping you flat and open. So if you're trying to reach too far down and it causes you to rotate forward and lose that straightness, place your hand higher up on that leg without pushing on your knee. So we're breathing into all that open triangle space. Let's got one more inhale as we are. On the exhale, all we're going to do is start to bend that left knee. So you can either place your left forearm on your left thigh, or you could reach your left hand to the mat. But again, the goal is to stay very open and very flat. Got one more inhale. Exhale, let's begin to revolve upper body. We're going to make our way back onto the ball of our right foot, so runner's lunge. We're going to send our left foot back into our plank. Exhale as we lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, we're back up into down dog. Inhale again to plank. And exhale, down dog. Now let's step the right foot through the hands, returning us to runner's lunge. And this time we're going to keep our left hand pressing down, but we're going to inhale right arm to the side and then exhale, revolve with the waist, which takes us into twisting lunge. We'll exhale our right hand back down. From there, let's step the left foot forward. We've got toes close, heels apart, and we're ready to roll back up again. Reaching high to touch the sky. Exhale, hands to our heart. Inhale again to the sky. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Again, cradling elbows in the palms of our hands. Form a frame with those arms. Let your upper body rest against your thighs. And then let's exhale, release our hands to the mat. We'll take a step back with that left foot. bringing us into runner's lunge. And then when you feel stable, let's try lifting upper body into high lunge. And then adding arms for crescent lunge. And then let the arms open wide. We're going to start to push that left heel down, straightening the right leg. And we're going to make our way into 5-pointed star. So now we're facing the other wide edge of our mat. Outstretched arms. Breathe. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, fold forward, brush the earth, and then inhale, rise for sunflower. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. This time we're going to exhale, fold, and stay folded. And then press down through your palms, pushing arms and legs straight as we can, looking out. And then exhale, we're going to let that upper body completely let go, like a rag doll. From there, we're going to press down into the palms once again, pushing the arms straight. And then let's raise our heels so we end up on the ball of our feet. Press the heels down, rock back, lift up our toes. Press the feet flat. And again, push through the palms, lengthen, look out. Arms extend, we've got airplane. And let's inhale, rise to standing. Open palms to the sky, and we're back into 5-pointed star. From here, we're going to sweep the right arm across, lift up, and reopen. Left arm sweep across, lift up, and open. Right arm sweep across, lift up, and open. Once more, left arm sweep across, lift up and open. And then rotate palms to face forward. Again, we're going to point them towards the ground. And then rotate so palms face behind us. And start to bring the hands closer together. Back of the hands meet. And then we rotate so palms press. We'll bend the elbows. Elbows and forearms come together. We've got elbows shoulder level, and we're breathing. And then inhale, rise to the sky. And exhale, return to 5-pointed star. Now we're ready to turn right toes towards the front end of our mat. Align right heel with left arch. And then when you're ready, bend the right knee. So we want to center our body weight equally into both feet. Keeping from pushing that right knee forward. Just want to keep it over the ankle. Now let's reach that right arm a little farther forward. Lift the right, lower the left, push right palm to the sky. We've got reverse warrior. And we'll make our way back into warrior 2. And then let's pull the right leg straight so we return to our start position. So again, we want to keep as open and flat as we can. We're going to start to pull the left hip left. And while that's happening, we're going to reach that right arm as far away from the left as we can. And then once we can, go any farther in either direction, send the right hand low and the left hand high. Want to feel like we're pressing our left hip a little forward, rolling our left shoulder slightly back. And we're breathing into all that open space of triangle. One more inhale in our triangle. On our exhale, let's start to bend the right knee. And you can either place right forearm on right thigh or reach right hand to the mat. Meanwhile, we're still staying very open, very flat for extended angle pose. And as we exhale, let's revolve upper body. And let's return to runner's lunge. Then we're ready to step our right foot back into plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, return to down dog. Inhale again into plank. And exhale, down dog. From there, let's step that left foot forward between the hands, returning us to lunge. But now we're going to keep the right hand pressing down. Inhale, left arm to the side. And then exhale, let's revolve at the waist, which takes us into our twisting lunge. Exhale, bring the hand down. Let's step the right foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. From there, let your arms extend at your sides. Feel your fingertips pulling towards the earth. Feel the top of your head pulling towards the sky. And we really want to be lifting off of those kneecaps. We've got our standing mountain pose. All right, so let's keep this stability and do a little standing balance. I want you to find a focal point for your eyes, fixate on that spot. And then when ready, begin to shift your weight into your right foot. We're going to place our left heel against our right ankle bone. And we're going to press our hands together at our heart. And then when ready, just try lifting that left foot higher on your standing leg without pushing your heel against the side of your knee. And then if we want, we can try lifting our arms, creating branches to our tree. Exhale, branches open. Let the foot come back down. Return to standing mountain pose. And same thing other side. So focal point for the eyes. Begin to shift your weight into that left foot, right heel on left ankle bone, hands together at your heart. And then when ready, you can lift that foot. Add arms. Lower the arms, send the foot back to the mat. Returning to standing mountain pose. And let's take our hands together behind our back. Once you've got them hooked together, I want you to pull your arms straight and pull your knuckles down. While that's happening, think about really opening across the heart and then tip the head back just enough to open your throat. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, let's hinge forward, pulling ribs close to the thighs. Let your head drop and then let the arms lift higher and higher. And we'll exhale, release the hands. And then we're ready to place hands back on the mat. Step back, right foot, left foot into our plank. And once we're in plank, I want you to just push towards your heels. And then pull back more to the balls of your feet. So push towards the heels. Pull, push, pull, push, pull. One more. Push, pull, hold. Good. Now let's set that right knee down. Extend the left leg behind you, hip level. Add the right arm forward, palm to the sky. We've got spinal balance. And then try lifting the right foot so it's not assisting your balance. Let the hand and the foot come back down. We'll set the left toes down. Right foot steps back. Let's return to plank. And now let's move to side plank. So we're going to keep right shoulder directly over right wrist. Opening the left arm. Modify to the side of your right knee if you'd like. We'll exhale back around into our plank. Go ahead and press up into down dog. And then we're back to plank. And again, we're just going to press towards the heels, pull forward, press, pull, pull, press, pull one more, press, pull. Now let's go ahead and set the left knee down. Extend the right leg behind you, hip level. Push out through the heel. Left arm forward, palm to the sky. And then try lifting that left foot so it's not helping us balance. Hand and foot come back down. We'll set right toes down. Left foot steps back into plank. Now let's do left shoulder over left wrist, turning to the side. Modify to the side of your knee if you'd like. Exhale, let's return to plank. And press back up into down dog. Let's walk our dog a few times. Press the heels down. And then let's come back down onto all fours. We'll sink navel, lift tailbone, lift head, open heart, cow. Exhale, round out, cat. Once more, inhale, cow. And exhale, round, cat. And then we're at neutral. We're going to separate the knees. Big toes stay close. Push that tailbone back towards your heels. Again, we want to let the chest sink down between the knees, forehead to the mat, palms to the sky. And then while we're here, let's take that left arm, thread it through the right armpit. Try to get the shoulder to the mat. Bring that out and we'll switch sides. Right arm threads through left. And let's bring that arm back and just try to push back a little bit further. And then let's bring ourselves up. And then once we're up, we'll come around and have a seat. And then once we're seated, and stretch our legs out straight. We're going to press down through the palms on either side of our hips. While we're doing that, push out through the bottoms of your feet. Feel like the top of your head is being pulled to the sky. So we're sitting really straight and really tall. And then we're going to exhale, soften a bit. Let our fingers walk forward, push back through the tailbone. Feel like your belly button is pulling towards your thighs, and then let your head drop down. And let's come back up. Once we're up, let's bend the right knee. Bring the foot in as close to your body as we can. Start by giving yourself a nice hug. And then let's keep that left arm wrapped around the bent right knee. Heel of the right hand is going to press close to your tailbone. Pressing down through the palm, let's inhale, sit taller. Exhale, rotate at the waist so we can look over our shoulder. And then we can exhale, untwist. And once there, let the right knee fold down. Think about keeping the bottom of your left foot close to that, or bottom of your right foot close to your left inner thigh. And then just gently press that knee down and really feel some resistance in your hip. And then see about placing hands on either side of the straight leg and folding a little bit more forward. So this hip has gotten so tight from favoring this side of my body when my knee has been not good. So let's come back up and let's stretch the right leg straight once again. So we're going to press down into the palms, push out through the bottoms of our feet, sit like we're sitting at attention. And then we can soften, walk the hands forward and fold in half. And then let's come back up. Now let's bend the left knee, bring the foot in closer. And again, we first start with just a hug. And then let's keep the right arm wrapped around the bent left knee. Send the heel of your left hand close to your tailbone. Push down through the palm. Inhale, sit taller. Exhale, rotate at the waist so we click farther over the shoulder. As we exhale, let's untwist. Now let that knee fold down, keeping the bottom of the knee or bottom of the foot pressed against the straight leg, and then just gently add some pressure. So on this side, my hip feels fine, but I still have tightness in my knee. And then we'll try straddling that straight leg and hinging a little bit forward. And we'll come back up, and then from there, let's bring the knee up, and again, we'll just stretch it out straight. Once there, hands go on either side of our hips, but now we're going to walk them a little bit farther back so your fingertips are pointing right at your butt. Press down through your palms, push out through your feet, sit really tall and straight. And then if you want to, try tightening the belly and pressing the bottoms of your feet down so we end up in a reverse plank. And we'll exhale, sink the hips back down. Let's walk our fingers forward, push back through the tailbone, folding in half. And then we can rise back up. From there, let's take the legs wider apart. Push out through the heels of our feet. Let the hands walk forward. And that's going to bring us so that our belly button is pulling towards the mat. We want to try to really lengthen the spine and not let it round. And let's come back up. Side bend off to our left. Lift up, side bend to the right. Lift up. Again, hands between the legs and fold. And then we're back up, and let's side bend off to the right. Sweep the left arm forward, off to the left, come up, side bend. And again, lift up, reach out to the left, sweep across, come back up, and lower down. And then we'll switch, so side bend to the left. Right arm sweeps forward, off to the right, comes up, side bend. Lift up, reach off to the right, sweep forward, come up. And let the arm lower. And once again, let's fold forward. And then we'll come in. And then once we're back up, let's bring our legs back together and fold forward. Good. From there, let's go ahead and bend our knees. Put our hands behind our thighs. Relax our shoulders from our ears. And again, find our balance on our tailbone, maintaining that straight spine. And then see if we can extend the legs, going where we can without rounding the back. And let's add the arms. From there, let the arms open. Let your fingers point at your butt. Come back onto your forearms. And then let's bring the knees to the chest. Separate the knees. Let the soles of your feet come close together. And then we're going to ease the upper body down. And then use your hands to try to open the knees a little wider. Pull the heels a little closer to your body. So you can see this leg goes all the way down. This leg does not. So I have to go where I can. It's frustrating, but it's getting better little by little, and that's what it takes. Good. Now let's grab hold of the outer edges of our feet. Keep the knees bent. I want you to pull down with your hands and push up with your feet. And then let's try pushing the legs straighter and straighter. And then maybe taking them a little bit wider. And then they're back together. And let's bend the right knee, put the foot on the floor, and just keep holding on to that left foot and think about pulling it over your head. And then let's take that left hand, put on the inside of your left ankle. Try to push the right leg out straight and hold it in place with your right hand. So while you're pulling your left toes forward, you want to start to open them out to the side without letting your right hip lift off the mat. Once you're out as far as you can go, open the right arm and look right. And then we'll bring that leg back up. Let's bring the other leg up. And again, think about pulling the toes over your head. Now let's bend the left knee, place the foot on the mat. You're going to start pulling that right foot again a little more, like you're trying to pull it over your head. And take the right hand on the inside of that right ankle. And while we're doing that, see about pushing the left leg straight, using your hand to keep pressing it down so it doesn't lift, and then start to open that right leg out to the side. Take it as far as you can go without lifting that hip. And then we'll bring it back up. Let's bring the other leg up. And again, pulling both legs forward. And then let's bend the knees and we'll place both feet on the mat. Space them apart about hips distance, arms at our sides, palms to the sky. Let's tighten the belly and slowly peel the hips off the mat. We're going to make our way up into shoulder bridge. So while we're in shoulder bridge, you want to really be activating the gluteals and the hamstrings and the belly, not feeling any weight in the neck, no discomfort in those knees. And then as slowly as we can, we'll come back down. And once we're down, let's try again. Tighten the belly and slowly make your way up. And then we're slowly coming back down. And then once we've made it back down, one knee at a time into the chest, giving ourselves that nice hug. Let's add a few rocks side to side, and then some nice knee circles around. And we'll reverse. And then from there, on the next exhale, we're going to roll up. And then once we're up, let's bring ourselves into an easy cross-legged position. Let your palms open, face to the sky, backs of the hands resting on the knees. Let your chin drop to your chest and just breathe into the back of your neck. Lift the head to back, open our throat. Try again, chin to chest. Lift the head to back, open our throat. And then neutral spine. Turn and look right. Back to center. Turn and look left. And back to center. And then place your hands together at your heart. Let's inhale, open the arms and the heart. Exhale, round, backs of the hands close. Inhale, open, exhale, round. Inhale, open, exhale, round. Once more, inhale, open wider and wider. And this time, exhale, let your hands come together. And we made it. So that took care of our Pilates combo with yoga. And hopefully you feel now very aware of your core and how that gives you power and strength and really keeps you aligned. And then we had our yoga to help to release tension in the muscles and the mind so that we can move forward with our day. Don't forget to hydrate, lots of sips of water. It's going to keep our muscles juicy, functioning, and flexible. Also, all those brain cells juicy, functioning, flexible, so that we can make good decisions, which means kindness and compassion to all sentient beings. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I'll be back tonight to let you know what we've got taking place tomorrow. Fingers crossed we'll be able to do an outside class. But in the meantime, Please stay healthy, stay safe, stay kind. Rise, resist, persist, and repeat. Hope to see you soon. Take good care. Bye-bye.